Smarter.
What do you mean he's smarter?
All he do is gobble glizzies now.
Yeah.
You're gonna stop talking about my baby like that.
Maybe a baby should stop gobbling glizzies.
Gladiator.
You should stop gobbling glizzies.
Never have, never will. I don't even eat hot dogs at cookouts no more. What's up?
You're such a homophobe.
I'm not. I don't really like hot dogs like that. I prefer hamburgers, to be honest.
I do too, but only if they have cheese.
Nah, I don't need cheese.
I need cheese. You know I'm not supposed to have it.
Yeah, you're gonna be shitting your brains out.
Mm-hmm.
Burgers. We had our vegan burgers with cheese last night. Taj destroyed that.
Of course he is. His dad's vegan, right?
Yeah.
So like he likes vegan stuff.
He destroyed.
I mean, even though it tastes all the same.
I have mixed feelings about that. I mean,
it is.
if you grow up vegan, I don't know. Do you like give the choice, or is it like when you're in this house you eating vegan, or is it like when you leave, do what you gonna do, eat how you want to eat? But in this house, we vegan, nigga.
When and if I have kids, they will be grown up vegan until they can make the choice of their own. I'm not forcing anyone to do anything.
Okay, so if they went to their friend's house and their friend's mom made like,
and if they wanted to eat it, yes.
Okay, I'm just asking because I've always like.
I would
they're
say
gonna
like,
shit their brains out if they want to eat it. They're gonna be.
Yeah, I would say like around 10 years old, they can start making their own choices and stuff like that.
That one's gonna hurt. They go and they eat a steak for the first time. They're gonna think they dying on the toilet.
It may be good going down, but it ain't gonna be good coming out.
I feel like you need to like just give them a warning. Like, look, I know you're going to your friend's house, but we vegan. You eat that meat, it's gonna hurt a bit. It might taste good, I guarantee it, but it's gonna hurt a little bit coming out.
Ease yourself into it. They got they cooking fish, then you can have some of that.
Yeah.
Ease yourself into it.
Baby steps. Don't just go.
Don't just go to the fucking steak.
don't get a wagyu. Don't order no Kobe beef. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Yeah. Me and Joy talked about that a few weeks ago because we were like curious of, I guess, the transitioning period. Because, you know, some people would be like, no, you're vegan, don't eat that shit. But some people would be like, at XYZ age, I'd let my kid know, like, you can do what you want. Like,
my sidekick, when I was swimming, he was vegan. And he swam like Division 1 and was still vegan. But it was hard.
I remember him.
Yeah, Mensa. But it's hard because, like, the calf didn't have, like, vegan options for him. Especially when we would have to do our diet. Because he couldn't have...
just eating a salad every day?
Basically, because he couldn't have French fries. But like then coach like put him on protein shakes and he just like bulked up.
That's what Paul started doing.
And now he's
stronger
like,
than me now.
Now he's like, yeah, now he has like this, like he used to be like a little skinny little thing. And then like I went back to see him and he's like not huge, but you know, he's like, and I was like, Vince, oh my God.
This nigga Paul starting to get big because all he do.
Bitches. Sorry.
What the fuck?
He started to work out, or he
started to work out and he's drinking like protein shakes. So like, you know, Paul likes to live the struggle lifestyle. So that nigga, he was like, yeah, with every meal, I just eat a protein shake so it fills me up more. I'm like, nigga, what?
He has a good job. Why is he struggling?
He's not struggling now. He just started getting paid like recently.
I mean, not like struggling, but he doesn't have to live like that no more.
I know, right? But look, no, he living below his means. So you know, he gonna come out one day, and you know, I came out with the Marrow. This nigga gonna come out with the fucking Bugatti or some shit.
Which we could talk about. Greg got a new car.
Greg did get a new car. Galaxy Greg's car. It officially died out. So he went and copped himself a 2021 Camaro. So if you see that nigga in the gray Camaro, just know it's me.
Do you know how old I am? Because I'm such an old person. I heard about what happened with your car, and I was like, I would have just got the car fixed. It's way cheaper than getting a brand new car. And then I thought about it. I was like, wait, Greg is young, and he wants to have fun. He has a new car.
Yeah, it's not only that, but it's like, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, me as an old person, I hate payments. I mean, I am going to get another car. Like I told you, I want to get an older car and fix it up. I hate payments. That's just a lot of money you dishing out. So me looking at like cars and stuff like that, I'm keeping all my. I'm almost done with both of my payments on cars that we have, and then after that, I'm not doing any more payments.
And you own one that you bought from us.
Yeah, and she wants another one, which we can do payments on that. But me personally, no.
I don't want. I am going to get another car and get another car payment. My Corolla is cute, but I was made for German engineering.
Ooh.
Let me bring us in real quick, then we can talk about our weeks and shit like this. All right, welcome to episode 22 of the Be More Nerdy podcast. I'm your host, Galaxy Greg, and with me today we have Diva XOXO.
What it is, little dummies.
DJ T Jones.
What's going on, everybody?
The conspiracist himself. Yo, I got something to tell you, motherfucker. So I was editing the audio, right? All your mics worked in our mic check, right? Remember that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your mic, TJ, is the only one that didn't work the entire time.
See,
They're
good.
trying to silence them.
They are trying to silence you, my nigga. But it's cool. I found a way. That was the most editing I ever did with any of our audio. I found every spot where he was talking. I would chop it up and just elevate the sound so like you would hear him off of our mics. So you can still hear what he had to say. So
what do you use to edit it now?
Adobe.
Okay.
Yeah, I use Adobe.
Yeah, that's what I used to use. When we did the little home studio when I was in high school, we used Adobe to edit.
Yeah, it's a good program. It's just
I love
expensive if you're not a student.
Yeah.
Oh, you still got your student jump, Jiffy?
I got it for 2 more years. My email account doesn't cancel out for another 2 years. I'm gonna ride this shit till the wheels fall off.
I did that for everything.
Speaking of wheels falling off, yes, I got a new car this week. My old car, like TJ said, he would have just paid the payments, but I thought about it like this. I could pay it was like a $1,500 repair. So I was like, I could pay the $1,500, right? I could just go get the air compressor fixed, get my brakes fixed. Because those were messed up too. I just forgot about the part that I needed. But then it was kind of like, what's next to break? This car is 7 years old. It's been in 2 accidents. Like I have been talking about how next year I wanted to get a car anyway. Like I plan on buying a new car next year anyway, and just keeping that car as like a secondary car in case anything happened with my brand new car. But then it was kind of like, in my head, it levels out like, all right, I will be making payments, but in turn, I won't have to get any repairs for the next couple of years or a little while. Plus, I'll feel good about myself. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. And I just pulled the trigger on it. And now I have a Camaro.
Hey, I'm glad. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I'm gonna share you all the horror stories I've been hearing. So I've been not hearing, but experiencing around because I work at a Chevy dealership. So which I told my coworker, he's like, yo, he probably overpaid for that. He said I could have cut him a good deal. I said, I know.
I was like, I didn't even talk to him.
I don't know why you didn't even just like check with my dealership and see what we could have did for you.
I don't know why I didn't either. It was not the smartest move, but it's okay.
I told him, I said, talk to a couple dealerships. He didn't listen to me. I mean, he probably did, but I was like, talk to stuff.
Like I know people that work at other dealerships too, like because everybody moves around. The auto industry is a revolving door. Salesmen come in, they go out. Like next year, they work there for like a year, they go to another dealership, they work at that dealership. So I know a lot of different salesmen at other dealerships. Like when Diva brought her car, I sent her to my friend that works at a Toyota dealership. Mm-hmm. My boy Adula.
Yep, that's where I got my car.
Yep. So like
that's
I know
crazy.
people at other dealers.
It's all good. Never buy something unless you can buy it twice.
Nothing for my warranty on my tires. So when I went and got my tire fixed and I got a new one, it was like nothing. I didn't pay anything.
Oh, neither do I. But never buy something unless you can buy it twice. But I definitely can't afford this shit twice. I'm not that nigga. I did not follow Jay-Z's rule on that one.
All I'm gonna say is don't push it. Have fun with it. Don't push it.
Oh no, like that's my thing.
I have a friend that wanted to be a super race car driver. He had a car he was fixing up before. He traded that in, got a Camaro. It was a 2019, and he had the engine rebuilt 3 times already on it.
No, I'm not. My goal is not to like redline my shit everywhere I go. Like to be honest, like
he was that dude,
but I don't know I'm speeding.
Yes, he's that dude to redline and then try to race every car he sees. So yes.
Nah, I do gotta race one person. My man's Bilal. He just got I think a 2020 Mustang. He told me it's on site. So Bilal, if you listen to this, it's on site, my nigga. You already know what's up.
It's on site.
You catch me on Liberty Road, it's on. What's up?
My next plan is to build I'm building a monster truck. I'm building my zombie apocalypse monster truck. That's my next goal.
You're gonna have guns and everything on it?
I'm getting I think a 2010 Tacoma. That's what I'm looking at. Around 2010, I'm gonna get it lifted. I'm gonna get the giant wheels on it. I'm gonna get the steel reinforced bumpers, so the front and the rear with a winch, so you can pull vehicles out of ditches and stuff like that.
So it's gonna be electric powered, solar powered, right?
No, it's not gonna be. It's gonna have some kind of solar power in it. You can. I did see people do roofs. Like you can get a solar power panel and put it on your roof racks and stuff like that. I did see that.
Make sure you get a good capacitor because that's really what stores the energy.
Yep.
So it's more so, yeah. Because I mean, A, it's an apocalypse car. You don't want it running on gas, and B, you're the vegan of the group. You're supposed to be environmentally friendly.
It's between that. I am leaning towards the Cybertruck. That Tesla Cybertruck is absolutely amazing. The stuff that it can do. It's like solar and power electric vehicles engineering to a whole new level, man. I'm looking at it. I'm like, basically, if you get because they have different levels of it. If you get the top loaded Cybertruck, you almost will never, if you're daily driving it, like regularly driving it, you will never have to recharge this thing.
Wow.
It charges. The roof is made out of solar panels. So the Cybertruck has a bed cover that covers your bed. That's also a solar panel. So from the roof, it slopes all the way down to the bed cover and all of its solar panel. And they said that you driving back and forth to work every day, you will easily recharge your vehicle, no problem.
That's crazy.
Because it's just sitting in the parking lot all day. So I'm at work, it's sitting in the parking lot, it's charging. It's outside, it's charging. And you never use that much electricity where you have to sit at a charging station and let it charge.
But will my windows be broken when they say it's indestructible windows? That's what I can't.
I know. And then he gonna say, well, it probably was a minor fracture from when we hit it with the hammer. Nigga, it's not supposed to do that if you're telling everybody it's indestructible.
Hell yeah.
Indestructible means minor fractures shouldn't matter.
Right. That shit was funny. Yeah, indestructible windows. Boom, and just kind of was like, shit.
He threw at the front window, it cracked. And he's like, all right, let's try the rear one. Threw it at that one, cracked too. I was like, come on, bro.
This is just a prototype. We got the real one in the back. This is a joke.
That's
run it out.
Don't shoot it. Please don't shoot the truck.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, another great thing that happened to Greg this week. I got my HQL license.
Yeah.
I finally got activated. Yeah, I was trying to go to the range yesterday.
Go to the gun range so I can learn how to shoot a gun.
We went already.
Okay, but now I need to go with you.
I mean, where y'all want to go? We can go to Free State. You want?
Sure, let's go to Free State.
When are we going? This weekend? Coming? The weekend?
We can do that.
We can do that. We make it happen. Family gun trip range.
Woo woo.
Gun range trip. Have fun.
And I get paid Friday. I'm gonna be shooting some big shit. Might even buy me a glizzy. It's like that's rent bills.
Chris said she coming.
Okay.
Just throw it out there.
Did Chris know how to use a gun?
Yeah, she does. You know how to use a gun? Yes.
Jordan's scared of guns.
So Tita, how was your week?
My week was all right. I called out of work on on Tuesday. I was like, yeah, I'm not going.
That's funny shit.
After we had our pod on Monday, had fun at Greg's house for the cookout. Thank you again, Greg.
Mm-hmm.
And my week's just been chill. I've been hitting up by the background investigator for the police thing. They've been calling me every single day to clear up stuff. It's just minor stuff, but they try to see if you're lying about any little thing.
Of course.
Yeah, it's like some stuff that I forgot to put on my background investigation. They was like that they found, and like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Like this one job I worked at for like 3 weeks and quit. They were like, you didn't add this job on there. I was like, oh, I did. Let me tell you, and this will probably get us in trouble too. Never eat at Ruby Tuesdays ever.
I haven't eaten there in years.
Never eat there. I worked there. Okay, I worked there, and the food is not. It's not like real restaurant food. It's like fast food put in a restaurant. So everything that you like when we make seafood, you put it on a conveyor belt. You just throw it on a pan, throw a little seasoning on it, some butter, throw it on the conveyor belt, and the conveyor belt cooks it. That's not real cooking. I'm sorry. I hate
a restaurant to get real cooking, so I don't have to cook.
I hated working there with a passion. Not even that, it was the manager. Like she would talk to me like I was stupid, and that's when I quit. Because they didn't train you. So when I get there, they didn't train me how to make each meal. They would wait to like it's a rush, and then when the meal comes up on the screen, they had a computer screen, so you would click the screen, and then it would show an intel depth. I mean, it would show a picture in how to make it. Like it was like a picture, and it says do this, do this, do this, this. If it's a kitchen, if it's a lunch rush and I'm cooking, how do I have the time to sit there and read the screen? Like
That's
it's like
creepy.
it's like 30 orders coming in at a time, and then I'm supposed to stop, read the screen, see how to make that meal, stop, make the next meal. So sometimes I did mess up with meals when I first started. I was only there for 3 weeks, and then
Right.
and then I remember I was doing prep one day, and I'm making and like we had to prep the meals. I had to individually put broccoli and portion it out, put it in the bags. And I think one of the broccoli bags were a little bit over, and then I got called into the manager office, and then she starts telling me that she thinks there's something wrong with me. She literally said that. She said, I don't know why you don't get it. It's like something wrong with you or something. I think it's something really wrong with you. And I looked at her. I was like, all right, cool. And I walked right the fuck out. That was my last day. That was my last day, and then I never went back there. But yes, they called me this week to question me about that. They said, "Is there any particular reason?" I told them the whole story, and I said, "No, the woman talked to me like she was crazy, and you don't talk to people like that. I don't care where you work at." So I left. I was like,
I don't remember working somewhere for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I said I forgot all about it. That's why I didn't put it down. And I said, if you want to contact them, you can.
That's funny as shit.
That was like, it was in 2011 when I worked there.
That was forever ago.
Yes.
That's funny as shit. I haven't been to a Ruby Tuesdays in ages, and I definitely won't be going back.
I question my cooking skills. Bitch, I came from a steakhouse. I needed a second job, so I worked at Ruby Tuesdays in the morning shift. I was already working at a steakhouse at night.
It's the morning.
Where we did real cooking, and I just needed an extra job, so I got that job. And I was like, you ain't talking to me like that.
Yeah. That's crazy. Ben, how's your week been?
Oh my god.
Oh god.
My one of my best friends had a baby shower this weekend, and
With Taylor?
no, her name's Alex. You know Alex. It was Alex.
I know Alex.
Yeah, you met Alex. Remember at my birthday, she fell asleep on the couch and she was pregnant, and she was mad.
pregnant? Oh wait, no, I know which one you're talking about.
She had a belly then. It was
No,
small.
I'm thinking about the other chick.
What about Nancy?
No, the other chick.
There's another chick?
Yeah.
Who's the other chick? I only got 2 friends here.
There was a third chick there.
Oh, shoot. I feel so bad, Tawana. Actually, she was pregnant, too.
Wait. I was thinking about the right chick. I didn't know she was pregnant.
I told you that shit is contagious.
Yeah.
No. So the one that she's talking about, she's the one that wore glasses, kind of short, really thick.
Yeah, big booty Judy.
Yeah, I didn't know she was pregnant. I really didn't.
I just saw the ass. Just saw the ass.
I couldn't see the ass. She was sitting down. Duh.
You could have seen it from sitting down if it was big booty Judy.
It was
She
big
actually sits up taller. It's kind of funny. But yeah, she's one of those.
Gains a couple inches when she sits down.
Yeah, she don't need to put a pillow under her seat when she drives, and she got enough ass.
Yeah. But yeah, all my friends are pregnant. Tawana's pregnant, Alex is pregnant, Alexis is pregnant, Shay's pregnant. So yeah.
Next.
Alexis is pregnant again?
Next.
Yeah, she's having a girl.
Diva's next.
I'm not. It's impossible. Thank goodness.
Okay,
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Mary did it.
My friend is, what's the name? My friend has a baby. She's married.
Yeah, I'm not married, and I'm on birth control.
Yeah, I just saw a picture on IG of a baby holding the IED. So,
Nah. All I'm saying is, you're gonna catch that fever. You're gonna see all your friends with babies, and
I do want to. No, I have baby
best
fever.
friends.
But shout out to AJ. I can go smell her, and then she'll start crying, and I give her back, and the baby fever.
fuck is
instantly.
up with you, yo?
Baby smell is amazing. You don't like the smell of a baby? It's like,
It's
It's
like
like breast milk and
It's like the smell of a puppy.
yes, it's like the smell of a puppy.
Killian was over here. I was like, Killian is still a puppy. Oh my god. I was like, his paws are still soft. His teeth are still pearly white. I was like, just give his breath don't stink. I was like, yo, my dog's breath stays stinking. You can brush your teeth an hour later, that breath stank.
That's funny as shit. I would think that breath would stink because aren't there like toothpaste bacon flavored?
What? Yeah. Oh yeah. They got. You can add stuff into the water, make the breath smell good. They got the dental sticks they can chew. You got toothbrush. Their breath still stink.
Oh yeah, I gotta order all my stuff this today actually, so I can get here in 2 weeks.
So the whole thing to say, I made a flower wall for the baby shower, and I decorated the baby's name, and did a banner. And because I waited until the last minute, it took me. Basically pulled an all-nighter on Friday, and then went to the baby shower and basically helped host a baby shower, and then came home. So
I thought that because we were texting the group text and you were the only one not texting like that. And I was like, yo, she probably busy as
I was so busy. Literally, we were in the car and I was like, what are they talking about? But literally in the car on the way to the baby shower, I was putting the banner together. So I already had like the name and the letters cut out and like the triangles cut out, but I was gluing it together like in the car. Chris was driving to my parents' house first to pick up the tables and chairs. I'm literally in the front seat gluing stuff together. Like I really was last minute with this. Even driving to the baby shower, I was still gluing, like covered in glue for like 2 days. I think I got it all though now.
I really wish I could have picked up my puppy this weekend. I'm mad. She just posted pictures.
I need to go look. Did y'all pick one? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're getting gray collar. If she's like, I don't want gray collar anymore, I really hope we can get black collar because his coat is beautiful.
I'm about to go look.
Oh yeah, I'm getting a puppy in like 2 weeks, so that's the news for me.
Fucking fun. It's those first three. The first month is cool. It's the second, third, and fourth month that makes you regret having a puppy. It does.
I said that when we was over your house. I told Tammy that. I said they better love that carpet right now. I love that carpet.
Fuck this carpet.
Nice and
you
white.
think that nigga's getting on the carpet? We getting
You think he's not?
You think that nigga not getting on the carpet? You are funny. Yo, you think he not getting on the carpet? That's hilarious.
I am praying on it. I don't feel it. So like we went to Jordan's friend's house the other night, right? And we saw the dog gate and like her dog chews at it. He's super small. He can jump over the gate too. And she was like, yeah, you got to get a really built one. I'm like, yo, I feel like this dog gonna be dumbass smart and just open the gate. Like I must come home one day and I'm gonna see him like pawing at the gate and see that bitch just open. I'm gonna be mad because
you're gonna come home one day. He's gonna be out and walking around having a fun time. I have done that.
Killian escaped at your house and here.
Yes. Tyson has escaped. Titan has escaped. Tenzin has not. Tenzin's not the smartest. But, and I say that, and it's funny. It is funny because I told Tamika that because she was like, you mean? Because they said that when you have the same breed of dog too much, like you inbreed, they get stupid. And I was like, and Tenzin is definitely a purebred. I got all the papers on him, and I was like, maybe they inbreeded.
Hey, yo.
Because the other two have learned how to get out. They know how to open doors and all that. So, yeah.
Yeah, Killian he's smart. He knows how to get what he wants. He knows how to get things. He's sneaky too. So when I was putting the flower wall together, what he would do is, because for the most part he was in the room because I did it late at night, so he was in the bed asleep. But like when I was working on it in the morning, he would sneakily, like he would take a flower, but he would take it back into the room. So I wouldn't think anything. I came in the room, it was just flower petals all over my bedroom floor. I was like, this little nigga. And then he took some like out on the porch. It was flower petals on the porch, and he was just tearing the flowers apart.
He was setting up a scene for a romantic night.
Romantic night.
Nah, cause y'all know how my doors look, right? And the handles. I'm like, he gonna learn one day that he can open doors, and that's gonna be a problem.
Open doors.
Killian's so smart. Today
Killian knows how to open doors. Killian was over. When he was over here last week, he was twisting that doorknob outside. He was outside with the other dogs. He's up at the window. He's tall enough, so he's taller than all the rest of them. He can actually like get up and just see into the house. Like I see y'all niggas standing there, open the door.
We learned something from y'all this weekend because he never scratched at the door ever before.
Oh yeah.
And today he was in the room and he started scratching at the door because we were vacuuming, and I said, he learned that at TJ house.
Yes,
he don't do that.
Yes, he did, because Tenzin does that. He's very annoying when he does that. Yes.
Damn, my fucked up doors.
They learn quick, especially when you get a smart. You want a dog that's teachable, like a German Shepherd. He gonna be doing shit. You want to watch him.
Yes.
I know, right?
German Shepherds are very smart dogs.
I've been reading.
Good luck.
Yeah, I'm reading. Me and Joy were making a joke. I was like, one day we just gonna go out, leave him in his little area, and we gonna come back home. He gonna be chilling on the bed.
Killian.
All right. Let's get into this Be More Nerdy news, because obviously we had some very nice and eventful weeks this week. Oh, damn. Next week's gonna be long as hell. This week was short as fuck, and I loved it.
It was.
Oh, well. All right, so for this week's Be More Nerdy news, the acronym is Butterfingers, Nerds, and Nutter Butters.
Butterfingers, Nerds, and Nutter Butters?
Yeah, I was thinking about snacks.
Candy.
You're fat.
Well, hey.
Snacks. So first thing on the news docket that I got. Remember how I told y'all Logic was gonna come out of retirement? I don't think he's really in retirement. I think his deal on Twitch was basically to make music there and not even to really play games. Because I thought he was gonna be playing games. Because he just released what he calls his Twitch tape via IG. So if you go on IG, he has a post and it's like music from beats he made on Twitch, and there's a download link on a Dropbox site. So there's that. I didn't listen to it. I just saw it last night, but that kind of makes me upset. Like, don't announce retirement and then still release shit, because then you're not retired. You're just a nigga looking for clout.
Nobody ever retires. I'm sorry.
Joe Budden retired.
Joe Budden ain't retired. He's
He did. He's been itching to come back. Every other episode, I'm coming back.
He want to come back.
He did. He wants to come back,
but he didn't. So he's retired.
You love it. You love it so much you can't leave it alone. It's something that you worked on your whole life. You cannot leave it alone.
That's literally his life, though, because that nigga didn't finish high school with nothing. He's been in entertainment his entire life. It's crazy.
He has, like, literally at this point, his entire life, because most of his life has been in entertainment.
Since he was, 17?
Yep.
And he's 40?
Yep.
Damn. Charlemagne the God. Shout him.
Yes, let's talk about it.
Oh, my God. That's a major deal. So, Charlemagne the God has signed a 50-50 deal with iHeartRadio.
Mm-hmm.
He owns 50% of the, I can't remember.
You put in the group chat.
Podcast.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of Black Action or something like that. Black something.
Mm-hmm.
So he has a podcast group where he has all these other major podcasts. It's not even just regular old everyday podcasts. All these major Black podcasts have signed under him, where he's executive producing all of them. And it's not even executive producing because he's giving them all the free will, but he's giving them the space, a bigger platform to do it on, because iHeartRadio is such a well spread and out there name. They can now be on iHeartRadio, where they'll get promoted by iHeart, because iHeart owns radio stations in every single state.
And not only that, they promote themselves a lot. Like, let's say you listening to, because I used to listen to like the King Show in the morning. I would just listen to it playback because I want to skip all the music. I just want to hear the topics that they talked about. Mm-hmm. So when I would listen to it, but like if they throw a commercial in there, it's something iHeart related. It's listen to this iHeart station or listen to that iHeart station. It's never like ads like from other places, it's always promote what's here. So basically,
no matter where
what Joe basically what Joe Budden was talking about, your time spent on that platform. They're trying to get you to extend your time on the platform. So like it's like if you listen to this, you want like this, and if you listen to that, you want like this, and this way we keep you on our platform for the most possible time.
No, like that's real. Being a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate can really help. When you put this in the group chat, I was like, "Yo, it's real crazy," because him and Joe Budden were literally just talking about this. I was like, y'all think he was inspired by his conversation with Joe? Like, nah, I got to prove this nigga wrong. Let me help out some people. Or do you think he already had this in the books, and that's why he was so mad in his conversation with Joe?
That's why I sent you guys. That's why I sent you guys his what's the name? His podcast episode where he talks about it and he explains this deal has been in the works for 2 years. And that's why, and I don't know if he told Joe, maybe he was just keeping it under wraps, so that's why he was going at it with Joe. Him and Joe, like I said before, like Naruto and Sasuke, they have been going back and forth for years. Joe and Charlemagne, they're friends. They talk on the regular, but they do go back and forth for years and argue about. They just have different views on things.
Right? It's different views, but it's basically they're working towards the same goals, but just in different ways.
Malcolm X and Martin Luther King.
Yeah, Joe Budden is definitely Malcolm X.
you can say Malcolm X. Martin Luther King. You can also say Magneto, Professor X, Killmonger, and T'Challa.
Yep, all the same. Right, same goal, different approach.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
That's tough.
Yep.
I'm glad for him. I'm glad that he's helping a bunch of Black podcasters out. People definitely need exposure. It's hard to get that shit, especially when people don't want to retweet you, but we talked about that last week. It's all good.
I know.
So next thing I got on my docket, they officially selected the new voice actor for Missy on Big Mouth.
I'm not with that.
Did y'all see that?
I did see that. I saw that last week,
Who
but
they
I don't really care.
Her name is Ayo Edebiri. It's a black chick. She doesn't sound like Missy, and the whole I get the Black Lives Matter movement. I'm with it 100%. But
what we asked for was police reform. You give us new characters. I didn't ask for this. I don't care. It's not what I care about.
I don't care.
So my thing is, I don't have an issue with white people voicing black people, especially if they do it very well. Like Cleveland Brown, he's voiced by a white dude.
Not anymore.
He was.
Yeah.
And guess what? That white dude did an excellent job.
You gave me chicken nuggets.
They said they changed it.
I asked for steak and you gave me chicken nuggets.
Yeah,
I want steak.
I don't care.
I want filet mignon.
I just didn't. It's just that in the voice acting community, I understand like people have their favorites. That's fine. But it's more like give people opportunities, but don't change what is, because I don't feel like that's doing anything.
Exactly. I agree. So I had some news. I don't remember.
Go ahead.
I didn't write it down, so keep going. I'm gonna find it.
Right. Next thing, I was pissed off because literally once you guys all left, I opened up one of my my gaming news apps, and I am so mad because Forbes. I actually saw it on Forbes when I went on Google. Forbes got a leak. The Xbox Series S and Xbox Series X. So there's two versions coming out. They just got a price leak. So the price for the Xbox Series X is officially $299. That's a smaller series, more likely all digital. And the Xbox Series X is $499. So people were expecting it to be around the $499 range. And that's where they were like, oh, I don't want to get it. But I think they really changed the game up with producing a second version that is cheaper because it's smaller, probably has more data space. But at the same time, it's affordable. So, you know, those people who are like, oh, I can't afford to get a PlayStation 5, especially if it's $499, $599, and they may have to wait until next year. It might be like, oh, but I could cop an Xbox to have a next-gen console.
Yep. And that's what I said I was going to do. I was going to cop the cheaper one and get me a PS5, and I'll probably build a PS5 more, but, you know, just so I can have it.
Yeah, I would do it like you. If I was going to do it that way, I would just get the PS5 and then cop the cheap Xbox just to play a game. Yep. That's
what I'm doing, because every time they do shit like this, you can always turn in your old console to get like some kind of type of discount. I got a 1S, and it's basically brand new. So that shit is actually gonna it's gonna take off some money for it, and I'll be able to get the Xbox Series S for the absolute low. Like,
where you turn it in at?
Probably at GameStop, but I could probably sell it on somewhere.
Oh, you better off selling it on eBay.
But I don't feel like dealing with creeps that might kidnap me.
Yeah, that's the only problem with that. But GameStop don't give you shit.
Didn't my address, dickhead.
No, you don't. When the post office now, when you put off the label, you don't have to put your address on it. It's just where you're sending it to.
Yeah, you can put where you send it. And just
but what if it gets sent to like a fake location and I ain't get paid yet?
No, you get paid first and then you send it.
You do it through eBay.
I mean,
but I remember my news. It's about Jason Momoa. He was the first one to speak, stand with Ray Fisher. He plays Cyborg in the DC movies, talking about like how, the work environment wasn't so great and they were like, it was not conducive and stuff like that. And the director, he came out maybe a little while ago. Okay, if you don't know, the guy who plays Cyborg, Jason Fisher, came out a little while ago talking about just the toxic and hostile set environment of DC. And Jason Momoa just recently, I don't remember when he came out, but Jason Momoa came out and said, I stand with Ray Fisher, which is great. Especially because yesterday started the DC fandom convention. You can do it all online or whatever, just so you guys know.
I saw that this morning.
I saw it last night. I was watching Assassination Classroom. I saw the ad for it last night. You can basically just go to the convention but on your own time, and it's kind of interesting that it came out now, in light with the convention coming. So messy over there at DC. I'm still waiting on the Snyder cut.
They ain't got enough money to be treating people wrong.
Still waiting on a good movie for y'all to put out. Because I watched another preview for the Suicide Squad, and I didn't realize Pete Davidson in it, and I'm so sad that Pete Davidson's in that movie.
Like Pete Davidson, the comedian?
Yes, I love Pete Davidson, but don't be in a DC movie, Pete. You're better than this.
You're better than this. What the fuck?
I love Pete Davidson. I think he's absolutely hilarious, but he's doing a DC.
I think he's funny too.
I don't know who that is.
He's from Guy Code. He's on Guy Code for a long time.
He's on Guy Code. He's on
SNL. He has a stand-up.
He was going to get married to Ariana
Grande until killed himself, and then they got it. That didn't work.
That messed up their relationship.
Well, understandably, she was like with him, and she was distraught, and well, that was just my little tidbit of news. Oh, we didn't talk about. Speaking of conspiracy theories, can we talk about how now everybody wants to come at Joe Budden about him?
Oh yeah.
About domestic violence and stuff like that?
I put that in the group text. It's exactly what happened to Dave Chappelle. When Dave Chappelle left Comedy Central, they blackballed him and made him seem like the craziest motherfucker in the world. Came with the story that he moved to Africa to get medical help because he went crazy and he was cheating on his wife and all this other stuff. And like they just try to make him like the most horrible human being ever.
They're really trying to kill this man. Like, yo, like he exposed Spotify. Then they tried to, have their PR release so that they wouldn't take as much fall. He exposed them after that. Like,
and then right after
that, my man.
Right, they came out with the Tahiri story, and then with the Sin story, and Sin even came on and was like, "Yo, y'all need to chill with this shit because y'all messing with my baby father mental health." And that means it's gonna mess with my kid mental health, and we got a good co-parentship going on, and I ain't got time for it.
Yo,
he needs to be healthy.
Did y'all hear what Rory said about Joe? Oh my god.
No, what did he say?
Oh my god. So on this episode of the podcast, he said Sam asked him about what's that, Bailey. She said she asked him, did Joe ever touch Bailey? He said, I looked at Sam and said, it's always your uncles.
No, he was trending on Twitter because
oh my god,
like the joke he made about touching the dogs. He's like, yo, you ain't a real dog parent if you ain't never got your dog off. And like everyone on Twitter was like trying to get in his ass about that.
No, trust me, your dog gets off from the littlest things. Killian's penis is always out.
The funny thing is, people do this all the time though. I don't do this with my dogs, but people do.
Red Rocket
happens. Yes, people do.
Rocket. I'm not touching it.
Red Rocket.
Especially when they're mating dogs and they cannot get the dogs to have sex. They do that. It's the same thing they do with horses, same thing they do with cows and all that.
No, that's fucking weird. If you walk up to your horse and start stroking his meat and then put it in the female horse, that's a little weird.
They do that. They stroke the horses. It's people, that's their job. They literally jerk off horses and put them into, they either collect the semen or they do the rod, the electric rod, where they stick them in the ass and electrocute them. And then they ejaculate.
It makes you immediately nut. Yeah, they do that to dead humans. That happened in an episode of SVU.
I am okay with all of that.
Yeah, there was one lady on SVU. She was that was a good episode.
She was like trying to take the family's money.
She was doing that. She did that to multiple men. There was one lady that did it to multiple men. It was rich men. She was like an escort. She would go sleep with them. She would drug their drink and then electrocute them, collect their semen, and then keep it. And she would like do it to like billionaires and millionaires.
Thank you.
No, the episode I'm talking about, the dude was basically he was married to her and she wasn't in his will, only his kids were, right? And she wanted his money. She married him for this money. They knew it. And then like, when you die, your spouse gets to see you. So she paid like a third party company to come in with the rod and get a semen sample and inseminate her at the hospital. And they were like, the chick was talking to her like, yeah, that's why you're not getting a dime from him. She's like, oh, you didn't hear? I have your next brother/sister. And she's like, what? She's like, yep. And then they told her what she did, and they were just all looking in shock, like, damn, we really got to give her some money now.
Yep.
Crazy.
And it wasn't considered a rape or anything like that because A, that was her spouse, and B, she gets the final say of what happens to his body. And her excuse was, I want to have a memory of him.
So back on Joe. Leave Joe alone.
Back on Joe. Leave Joe alone. Somebody said he abused dogs. I was like, first of all, y'all not about to come at him. First of all, he ain't abusing those big ass dogs that he had. He had horses. Like, it's just crazy. Like, the things that they'll say and do, like, when you don't want to be under their conglomerate.
These niggas said, you got until the end of this, man, and it's no hard feelings. Nope. End him. End him. This nigga said, end him. They didn't give my man's a bonus. That actually hurt my heart to hear. Like,
That
we
sucks.
earned the bonus, and they didn't give it to us.
They were number one for forever, like literal forever. And then all of a sudden they're not number one anymore.
I wouldn't be able to hold that fucking contract. Fuck this.
There's other podcasts mad at Spotify too. They're coming up against Spotify. Oh, the company that they brought. They brought that one company.
Yes, the one that they talked about when they brought it a while ago. Gimlet. Yep. Basically they're a podcast platform as well. And they're mad at Spotify because people aren't getting what they said they were going to get paid and all this other
unionizing.
Stuff. And they're going to unionize. Yep. As they should. Spotify out here hustling everybody. They think people not going to get in that ass. Wrong, Spotify.
I mean, I'm getting that ass. If I want a bag, if you guys offer me a bag, right, I'm grateful. But if you're not following the conditions set for giving me said bag, it's right that I'm upset, and you can't be mad. I don't give a damn who you are. If you're not following the contract that more than likely you wrote out, you're in the wrong. Period. Point blank.
And I also do agree with Charlamagne in some points, though. Charlamagne was saying that, like he keeps saying now because he's attacking Joe. He says that you don't get what you deserve, you get what you negotiate. And sometimes you do need to negotiate better. And then
but Joe Budden has even said that.
But
Joe Budden has even said that.
And also, next question is: does Joe Budden think that they could take money away from him if he didn't perform right?
No, he said that they said he owes a balance.
Yeah, he said they got a balance. He said,
but what I'm saying, like, take it this way: say if he underperformed his whole contract, and when he went to go renegotiate his contract with them the following year,
they gave you more. They should have, yes.
Okay.
I don't know if Joe Budden believes that, but
will he take that deal? He would not.
No, of course not. But you can't say that Joe Budden underperformed if he hasn't been number one as long now. But
he did not underperform. He
did not.
He definitely overperformed.
But that's the thing, like, he lowballed himself. He said, I lowballed myself knowing, like, what this has. Like, they're thinking about the numbers and what we're going to do in comparison to Amy fucking Schumer, while we're just thinking about the vibes we're going to give and how our following is going to go.
He said they did this for a reason. Like, they wanted to see how, what numbers they bring in, how they work on a platform like this, if that is for them. And in the grand scheme of things, if they're going to keep this podcast going, which they are, what is 2 years? 2 years is a drop in the bucket for most things.
Now he knows that 2 years is a long fucking time.
2 years is a drop in the bucket. Because look what Spotify has done in those 2 years as far as podcasts go. I no longer, hey, Spotify, listen up. Hi, I'm tapping my mic. Hi. I need my daily playlist back. You need to stop referring me to other fucking podcasts. I don't care. I just listen to my podcast and Joe Budden's podcast. The only two I want to listen to. And give me my daily playlist back. I need my music at work, and I need it set up already. I'm sick of trying to make my own playlist. I
already did that. I found whenever, like, no one's looking at work, and I just started making a playlist.
Ugh, I don't have time at work. I'm busy. I have a permit set going on the 25th.
I got multiple playlists for different stuff.
Yep, I got the Vibes playlist. I got my on repeat that I just listen to if I'm driving and not listening to a podcast. What else I got?
It's just so annoying. I don't have time to make a playlist, and they were doing such a good. And like my daily playlists were good. Granted, I would go through each one. Like I could listen.
Those shits were good.
They were great because it's songs I liked, and then they were
still there. You just have to scroll to it.
It's not there anymore. The only thing they show me now are podcasts. That's the only thing that pop up on there now. My podcast and what I listened to last, and I'm like, no, give me my daily playlist back.
Nope, my daily mixes are still here, just right below the podcast episodes.
Wait, mine aren't. Right. Mine's not like that either. Mine doesn't have the daily mixes anymore.
I have none of my daily mixes, and it's sad.
It has Good Afternoon, and it has what I played recently, and then it also has under that recently played.
Recently played. New episodes, continue listening.
About summer jams, your top shows, new episodes, and then Made for Gregory.
New episodes.
15 minutes or less. Michelle Obama podcast. The State of the Music Today, which I don't listen to because I don't like rap caviar like that.
I got
oh shit, they got One Piece version on this bitch. I might start listening to that.
One Piece version is really good. You don't listen to it. It's really good. They started from the first. They're actually they just finished Fishman Island. They're moving through it. It's really good. They just they read it. Animac has never read One Piece, and it's just him reading it and them not reading it, but them talking about the chapters that they read and them trying not to spoil him.
That's tough.
literally Joe Budden podcast with something sports, Miss Sports question marks. Then I have Rant Cafe stuff, Time to Listen, Daily Show. I do listen to Daily Show. Hip Hop podcast.
I love fucking Trevor Noah.
I love Trevor Noah. You can listen to the Daily Show in podcast form.
Yep.
Because I don't always get to watch it, so I
don't
watch
it anymore. I just listen to it.
I love how he kind of came out of nowhere too. Like that was so nice.
I love him. I was watching his comedy before I saw him on the show. So when I saw him be the new host, I was like, oh, I want to watch this.
Yeah, that's why I said it too, because he's funny as shit, and he gets the news across in a good way. Like,
I listen to him. I listen to Bill Maher, not Bill Barr. I do listen to Bill Burr too. He's a hilarious comedian. Bill Maher, big Joe Rogan fan. I like Joe Rogan because he's a Democrat. He like a centrist Democrat. So he's like right in the middle of Republican and like all those crazy left-leaning Democrats. But then he also interviews from everybody from every points, like every perspective, and that's why I love it. So he'll get like left-leaning Republicans on there that he doesn't agree with, and they'll sit down and have a conversation and talk out different things and like where the country should go. He'll have like just joke episodes where he's just have his comedian friends on. He had a episode a couple weeks ago where he had Post Malone on there. Him and Post Malone did shrooms and did a whole episode on shrooms. So I love Rogan.
The crazy thing is I know he just got the bag from Spotify, but from hearing what kind of Joe Budden and some other people are going through, I know Joe Rogan is not going to stand for it, and he will leave. And guess who's going to leave with him? His platform. They're going to follow him wherever he's going.
Leave. I don't think he's going to stay on there.
I don't think so either.
I think they have him on like some kind of schedule because he used to do a podcast every day. He doesn't do podcasts every day anymore. He does it. He does it every other day. I think it's Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. He does podcasts now. And they changed it up for him, and I think they like have like some kind of crazy stuff. So I don't think he's going to stay. I think this is a one-time deal, and Joe Rogan will be out after this deal's over.
Yep.
I do too. No. I think they're going to cater to him.
They may cater to him, yes, but he loves his freedom. He loves.
But exactly. He likes his freedom. He likes doing his own thing, and I feel like if they try to pull some of the bullshit that they pulled with Gimlet and with Joe Budden, he's not going to stay.
They already had some controversy when he first started. They had like some of his he interviewed like Alex Jones, who's a crazy conspiracy theorist person. They didn't put that episode on Spotify, and people were complaining about that.
Greg, we can hear your game.
LOL. Why don't you say something?
I didn't know what that was.
I didn't know what it was. I looked to see if it was me first.
So yeah, they were like a lot of his right-wing people they were blocking. They were like, that's messed up. Spotify would block that. We want to hear it too. Because Alex Jones is a crazy dude that got blocked from all platforms. But some stuff he says actually was true. Like the frog thing. We can talk about that later.
What frog thing?
He said years ago there is a chemical they're putting in pesticides that's turning frogs gay, and turns out it's actually true.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, they thought people used that clip of him saying that to make him like an absolute nut job and crazy person, and it came out. It turns out that it like messes with their hormones and stuff and make them attracted to the same sex. The pesticide, which is crazy.
Interesting.
Yep.
All right, so my last news tick is that Akil released his album on Friday.
Yes, he did, and
I know you wanted me to listen. I'm gonna say, I know you wanted me to listen to it this morning, but I had to clean my house and get food, so that didn't happen.
You gotta listen to it while you clean.
While you're cleaning, I was about to say that.
You not listening to music while you clean, so don't give me that bullshit.
Game.
Fuck that game.
What did I do? I listened to like 3 tracks so far. I'm not done, but yes,
I listened to it all the way through.
I love the first track, the first song on the what was it called?
Sidewalk Story, Chapter 20, or Sidewalk, I think.
Yeah, that was the first song.
I think so.
I've been listening to kids songs all weekend. I got tired.
Yeah, Sidewalk Story, Chapter 20.
Yes, that was good.
My favorite one so far is Deep Thoughts. I talked to him about it. He told me he made that one a long time ago, and just been waiting for the right time to use it. So I was pretty impressed that of the song's quality for something that's been made for a while. I think the not only the beat selection but the vibe that goes with it is very mellow, as if I was walking on a sidewalk and I told him like his storytelling in it. goes pretty well to the average black man. So just listen out for that one. You guys give it a listen because he was telling me if he gets to 5K listens, he's been posting on his socials too. If he gets to 5K listens by the end of the week, Saturday, then he's putting out the deluxe. And he said he'd love to come on and talk about the deluxe after it gets released. And I was like, oh, dope. Because the ending, if y'all listen to any of the other albums already, the ending makes me feel like I'm in a simulation still. Or like my man's Young Da Vinci got caught up in some type of way. So I want to know more.
We have so many guests coming. I'm super excited.
Yeah, we have a lot of guests coming.
Guest lineup. We about to have like 5 episodes of just guests.
What's up? Let's do it.
We haven't really. Well, we have been having people. Twan counts as a guest, but he was just at the cookout.
At the cookout.
He just popped on.
I have never met Twan before. I don't care what you say. Greg was like, y'all met him. He's been everywhere. I was like, I've never met him before.
He was at. I have a picture of him at my not last birthday, 2 birthdays ago. He was at my last birthday. Yeah.
I'll be around.
You've met him. You just never talked to him.
Yeah, when Greg was in school, he was around less because he went to school a little bit further. But since he's been back, he's been around.
Okay. Well, I don't remember meeting him.
They've been like friends since like pre-K.
Pre-K when we wore the same white shoes. So that's really crazy. But no, yeah, you just don't tell. You just never had a long conversation with him to see like that he knows all that shit. Cause yeah. But yeah, the thing is, it's really quick. Surprisingly, I thought it was gonna be not longer because it's 30 minutes and that's a decent amount of time for an album. But it's like when I listen to it, I mellow out and the songs just kind of they meld so well together that it doesn't feel like I'm ever. It doesn't feel like I'm ever leaving songs. It feels like someone's telling me a story and it's all just flowing together. And then as it keeps flowing, it just ends. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm at the end.
Yeah, that's my favorite kind of album, so I'm excited to listen. I'm going to listen on Thursday because that's my album day.
Smith album. What album did Jaden Smith put out that was like that? That was really good.
I listened to Jaden Smith. I heard he released an album and people said it was okay.
Yeah, I didn't listen to the new album, but the album before that one was like he like told a whole story. It just like went from one song to the next, and it was just all flowed together. It was really good.
All right, so we'll do an in-depth review.
Are we talking about the boys now? Because I caught up.
Yeah, hold on. We're gonna do an in-depth review of this album. I don't know which week, but whenever we have them on. Okay.
Deal.
Cool. So if you're listening, don't be mad at us. I definitely listened all the way through. Dave was bullshitting. But it's all good. We got you, brother.
You texted us like a half hour ago.
I did. I'm not gonna lie. I texted them at 1:30 saying, "Yo, if you didn't listen real quick, because it's 1:30 and it's a 30-minute album."
You woke me up at 12:30. I was still in bed.
Doing nothing.
Like niggas ain't got lives. You just woke me up an hour before that.
Look, this part is your life. I don't know, man. I'm sorry. It's my fault on that one. I should have told them to review it. But I thought I've been speaking on it for the past 2 weeks saying, yo, 9/11 is coming out.
You have.
So I thought y'all would have caught on like, hey, listen to that shit. But it's all good. We got you, bro. We definitely gonna give an in-depth review of this because I definitely like it. I haven't given it my standard 5 listens. I've given it 3. So I definitely want to get my last 2 in before I start to give a review anyway. So just letting you know, we listened to it somewhat, except for Diva, but she gonna listen to it.
She is on Thursday. But announcement, I finished The Boys in one night.
It's only 10 episodes in the first season and 4 episodes out now. It's 14 hours. But yo, that 14 hours, I swear to God, passed so fast.
So good.
I remember I was watching the first season once it just ended. And like TJ put me on. I finally started watching once it first ended. I think episode 10 got released the day, like a few days before I started. So I was like, bet. I'm gonna just watch all of it through. Yo, I got through 4 episodes and didn't realize it went from 2 to 6 o'clock.
It does that. That's what happened.
But that show is so fucking great. So this is a part of the pod that it's an in-depth discussion of The Boys. If you haven't seen episode 4, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna probably spoil some shit for you. But I'm not gonna spoil the story. Yeah, just because I'm not gonna spoil the further parts of the story because I've read up on it a little bit, and honestly, I'm about to start ordering the volumes of the comic book, the graphic novel, because I want that. That's something I would like to have on my bookshelf personally.
Honestly, I don't want to know who Black Noir was.
I'm not going to tell you.
I started a video. It was like an in-depth. I did like an in-depth of every character, and they got to the in-depth of Black Noir. And the guy in the beginning of the video said, I'm going to start from the end of the story where you find out who he is. He said, if you don't want to know who he is, please turn this video off now. He said because it ruins the whole show. And
it does.
I cut it off. I don't want to know. I want to be.
I'm telling you now. You don't want to know. I know, and it just makes it exciting for me. Like, oh, when's it coming? But trust me, you don't want to know. Trust me, just leave it alone. That's a can of worms you don't want to open.
This man, Homelander is sick. He's really sick.
Let's start from the beginning. So if you haven't seen The Boys, think of like niggas like Marvel. Think of the Avengers, but if the Avengers were shady as shit.
Oh,
Justice League. More like Justice League. They're exactly like the Justice League.
Exactly.
I know, but you got to get people interested in the show. Niggas don't like DC.
You don't like Justice League? First of all,
I like Justice League. Niggas don't like Justice League.
Niggas like Justice League. They just don't like DC Cinematic Universe. There's a difference.
So that's why I used Marvel. I'm saying, think of Marvel, the goody two shoes heroes and shit, but grimy as shit.
Not all of them are grimy because Starlight.
All of them are fucking grimy.
Starlight cool.
Starlight is cool. She's the only decent one that we've seen so far.
I think it's funny that when she nuts, her eyes glow.
Oh, I think that is great. I was like, eyes gonna glow when
she's not the only one. Pop Claw squeezed somebody's head open. She popped the dude's head.
With her ass.
The frozen chick, she froze someone's dick off.
Yeah, she froze his dick. She said she turned to completely to ice. It was only for 1 second, but I was still inside of her. I was like, oh.
He was like, and it just snapped off. I said, oh.
So yeah, the show's basically
from the beginning. Episode 1, season 1.
Season 1, episode 1. But the show's basically about revolves around this guy named Huey. He his girlfriend gets murdered by basically a hero who's like the Flash. His name's A-Train. He ends up running through her at like supersonic speeds, and she basically blows up while they're about to kiss. And
he said he swallowed her tooth like it was a bug.
Yeah, and then this the superhero company comes by with a check for $44,000, something like that. $45,000, and say, look, we're gonna give you this hush money. You don't say anything. It was an accident. She wasn't your wife, so we can't give you any more than this. But here's $45,000 to make you feel better. And my man's Huey said, I just lost the love of my life, and you only want to give me $45,000.
So funny thing is, Simon Pegg was originally supposed to play Huey.
Really?
They talked years ago about him playing because the comic book version was based off of Simon Pegg. When they made the comic book Huey, they made his likeness after Simon Pegg. And they were going to get Simon Pegg to play Huey, but he was too old. They wanted someone younger, so then they just made Simon play his father. So that's who Huey's father is.
Got it.
Huey's supposed to be bald, and Butcher's not supposed to have a beard. I like Butcher with a beard
because it makes him look more, gruffy, more scruff.
And
Butcher's beard, that's a fucking beard, nigga.
They changed a lot from the show, from the comic, like just character-wise. So, like Stormfront, it was originally a man. The Deep was originally black in the comic books. What happened? A-Train was white, so they changed them all up.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Yeah,
Justice T. Usher does a good job.
I love this show.
He could play He could play Static. He would have to play younger, but he could play Static.
I can see that. I think he'd do good.
I love the scene when he goes and he gets stopped in the store.
Oh yes, because obviously he's probably been famous for what is forever now, and him being on crutches, nobody's gonna think he's A-Train. Because why would A-Train, be on crutches? And they were like, "No, that's A-Train," and the guy was like, "Oh, my bad. No, no problem. No big problems, sir."
Yeah, that's crazy. This show addresses a lot of issues, like they address a lot of things about like racial issues as well as social classism, because heroes are always seen as like higher in society, whether they're a part of the Seven or not. And I think I read somewhere, it was like, I don't know if TJ put it in the group chat or if I just read it somewhere, but someone was talking about the reason this show is so great is because it gives you the most gritty and socially unacceptable things and just throws it at you. And you can turn away, but you still want to see it.
But it feels so real. Like I feel like if superheroes were really alive today and we had something like this, one, I can automatically see them trying to get into the military and trying to be some type of military power. I can see that not all of them are good, but not all of them are bad. And then, you know, some of them are in the middle, and like
some create a new church organization.
Right. Like some are going to go through the church and be hypocrites. Like I can see like all of this actually happening in 2021, 2020, whatever the year is.
So what I wanted to talk about more right now is Starlight. Who focus on like Starlight. I love her character. I love her character development and how she's changing. You know, she's going to get darker and darker as it goes on.
Sadly, yeah.
Yeah, sadly. Yeah, she comes in so innocent.
Yep.
And she's replacing Lamplighter, who is a horrible person.
Like, didn't he burn kids?
Yeah,
the grandkids.
Burn the grandkids. They say in the comic they don't touch on Lamplighter's powers that much, but the way I'm getting it, it's kind of sounds like he controls fire. That's what I'm getting from it. Like he has a lamp that like has fire on it, but I think he controls the brightness of the fire and what the kind of like Pyro from X-Men.
Yeah, he can't create it, but he can control it.
He can control it, yes.
Okay.
So Starlight comes in to replace Lamplighter. Lamplighter's retiring, which they're not 100% sure on where they're going to take the show. Comic book version, Lamplighter dies, and that's why he retires. Homelander kills him.
I believe it.
Yeah, Homelander kills him as a to create a ceasefire. So the boys and the boys and the Seven were going back and forth, and they just wanted payback for the kids being burnt alive. So Homelander killed him. Order for a ceasefire. It's like, all right, we'll kill him and then we'll squash this whole thing.
Well, they could probably still go with that because they haven't talked about why he retired. We haven't seen him, where he is, or anything. All we do is hear about him, you know?
I don't want to give more away because that'll probably give the show away. I think they're going to touch on that too, but something else happens with Lamplighter. But yeah, Starlight comes in. She comes from a Christian background family. She was raised in, they called it the Christian circuit. So she went. She went to
the Christian belt or whatever.
The Christian, the Bible belt.
The Bible belt.
Yeah, so she was heavy in the church. She just wanted to do good, and she's honestly has like a pure heart. She just wants to do good. She wants to get to the Seven, and she wants to do everything right. And her first day there on the job, she's sexually assaulted by the Deep, one of her favorite superheroes that she grew up watching. And in the comic book versions, they said that she was sexually assaulted. It was 3 people. It was Black Noir, A-Train, and Homelander did the sexual assault. Oh. And then the comic book version, they touched on her trying to conceal it. She never came out with it. They touched on her trauma, just like trying to push it down and just keep working without telling anyone about it.
Yeah, but she came out pretty early in the show.
Yeah, the TV version, she comes out pretty early, which they said they changed because of the whole Me Too movement. The comments was made before that, so they didn't want to touch on. They didn't want her to be pushing down. They wanted her to speak out about it.
Fair.
But
she kicked that man's ass in the show when she saw him pull up on that whale.
Yeah, she should have killed him.
I would have been okay with it. But his reasoning is it weird to me that his reasoning makes sense, like how psychologically that would fuck you up to do stuff like that.
But it makes sense, but it doesn't make it any more right.
I hate myself so much in how I look that I have to defile the people that would dislike me.
I understand why everybody
before they can embarrass me.
I understand why everybody does what they do. I understand why Homelander does what he does. It doesn't change that he's a psychopath.
No, well, he was raised that way. He was only a psychopath because he was literally raised to be a psychopath.
Yes. He was raised with no love, no affection. He was raised in a test tube, and I don't want to give it away where he came from because that's going to give away this season. I see which direction they're going. But like it's really messed up. Like he didn't have any parents. He was a test tube baby. And if you read the comic books, you find out where he get his DNA from, which I think that's how the second season is going to end. You're going to find out where he came from.
But the guy said, "You're my greatest failure." Like he didn't talk about him as a person or as a child. He talked about him as an experiment, not as a human being.
They also saw the effects that emotions had on him. Like whenever he would have a female caregiver, he would get attached and then accidentally break their spine because he never had affection. But as a scientist, you need to see, okay, so I'm fucking up here. I should probably put a stable woman in his life.
He is like Michael Jackson.
Oh.
Get why I say that is because Michael Jackson was pushed to be this star, pushed to be at the forefront, be a celebrity, be good at everything that he did, that he never had time for a childhood, never had time for a real childhood.
And so that's when he became an adult, that's what he seeked, being a child.
And that's what Homelander seeks. He has the fetish with someone's being his mom. Not
just being his mom, having a family. Because you see him try to be like with season 2 spoilers, like once he finds out he has a kid, he wants to be around all the time, and everybody's like, where you been? Like, he wants to be around all the time. He wants his kid to be like him. He's like, I never got a chance to play catch. He's doing that thing where parents force upon you, their ones.
But they never had.
And he's doing that.
Yeah, he really showed his fucking God complex.
Oh, yeah.
He said, they don't like us. They're beneath us. We're gods. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
No, he definitely has a God complex.
That's the only confusion I have with the whole show. I'm like, if Homelander's the way he is, why is he playing this game? Why is he playing this game?
He knows that he's invincible now, but being a god, what's the point of being a god if no one's going to be your subject?
You know how some people say he hasn't figured it out, and I see him going on this path. When people say it's better to be feared than loved, he's trying to be loved right now. And he's going to realize that, people aren't going to love him, and he's going to go the fear route very soon.
But
he could easily take over the world if he wanted to.
But that's what I'm saying.
He absolutely has no weaknesses. He could take over the world.
Oh, he has a weakness.
Okay.
Oh, good. I thought he was like invincible.
Basically is, but he's made to be like Superman. Superman's damn near invincible. The only thing that can really kill him is a good ass whooping, magic, or kryptonite, or red sun,
or cloudy day.
Huh?
Pink
cloudy
kryptonite.
day.
Pink kryptonite makes him gay.
Really?
Yes. There's a old. That's why it's funny to me that it's an old Superman comic book where he got exposed to kryptonite, pink kryptonite, and he turned gay.
Well. Who doesn't want a gay Superman? He's probably fabulous.
I'm okay.
You say you're okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
You wouldn't want to see Superman at the gay parade?
I would.
I'm pretty sure he'd be there anyway, but I don't want to see him be the drag queen in the gay parade.
Rainbow? Yeah. Why you gotta be a drag queen? He could just have rainbow flag.
Gay. He could just be a butch queen.
Yeah.
I feel like he would be there anyway with the gay flag on it as a cape anyway. Like he's Superman. You got to be there. Like, I don't think Batman would be at a gay pride parade. Bruce Wayne would be at a gay pride parade. Yes, no, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. He'd sponsor the gay pride parade.
He would sponsor it, but that means he has to come. He would.
No, he doesn't.
He would show face because Batman would be doing something at the same time. So he would show face and then disappear.
Totally off topic. I would love, I'm not taking it the hard way, but I would love if they redid Batman and have Batman has split personality disorder. Like Batman is a completely different personality than Bruce Wayne, and you get to see their inner fights with each other.
Oh, that would be so dope.
Kind of like how the Hulk and Bruce Banner is, but Batman wants to take over and do things. That would be crazy.
That sounds like how it was in the Telltale Games version of Batman when the Joker got stuck inside of him.
Yeah, but I would like to see that with Bruce Wayne versus Batman. Like, he switches it on and off. Like,
but Bruce Wayne is very Batman. He's just Batman in a suit.
And then that would explain how Batman gets to be able to do the hours that he does. Because no one can work a $1 billion company all day, all night, and still be Batman.
I want to know when he sleeps. That's
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So that would be able to explain, hey, he doesn't actually sleep because his second personality sleeps while the other one takes over.
Oh, that would be dope.
But yeah, let's get back to the boys.
We want to talk can we talk about how what is it? What's his name? How Butcher's prejudice is pushing his wife away?
No, that nigga's just angry. That's all it is. Like, he hates soups.
He hates soups, but obviously it's a big problem that his wife's child is a soup. It may not be your child, but if you want to be with her,
he's not wrong. He's the first natural born soup.
I know Greg doesn't care about spoilers, but Diva, how bad are you on spoilers?
I don't care about spoilers.
Okay,
I don't care. I don't want spoilers.
So Butcher is a worse person in the comics too.
Oh, don't tell the pod what he does. Don't do it. Don't spoil it. Don't do it.
Don't do it. What he does to people, his plan.
Don't do it.
His ultimate plan. Oh God, he's a horrible person.
I only say it because it's like you have to see him fall from grace.
Okay, because that's what the creator of the comic says. He says that there is no good people in this comic.
Nope.
That's what he said. There's no good people.
But there aren't any. I mean, there are good people in the world, but there aren't many.
No, it's like, more so. I think the comic.
No one's a good guy.
Yeah, I think the comic was meant to show you that A, everybody has their own agenda. B, no one's as good as you think. Like everybody has a bad side. And C, like we can all like that idea of you either die a hero or live. You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain. That's Butcher. He's gonna live long enough to see himself become a villain.
Butcher is a horrible person.
But Butcher was never a good person in the beginning.
Yeah,
he was okay. He actually cared about Huey in the beginning.
No,
and was trying like he did when he was showing him like when he wanted Huey to be on his side, but at the same time he was showing him like, I've been burned by Soups. I don't want that to happen to you. But then it became, nigga, get on board with my shit.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't think he ever meant that.
I don't think he ever cared for Huey. Yeah, he needed
him, and he just became useful, more and more useful the more he had him.
Yes.
He was really ready to beat Huey's ass on that fucking boat.
That's why he was like, man, he said, you're just full of surprises. He didn't realize how useful Huey could be.
Right.
He was like, that's why he talked to him. He needed him. He would show him like, hey, I really want to help. I really care for you. That's how he got him to lure him in. But then once he got him in, he realized like, hey, I can use this kid for more stuff.
Right.
And that's why he kept him around more.
I think that is a fair argument. But y'all saw that look that Butcher gave him? And Mother's Milk had to be like, Butcher, no. I was like, yo, that's this look of a fucking psychopath. Butcher smiles at fucking everyone when he's ready to beat their ass.
Yeah, I hate what they did to Kimiko's brother.
Shane had to break his hands and then break his neck.
Oh my gosh! And
he said, "Oh, you can't use these. You can't do your little thing if you can't use your hands, huh?" I was like, "Oh, bitch, you crazy."
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for her to reveal that she's Liberty.
Yep, I'm waiting for her to reveal that she's Liberty.
Shows usually don't do it like that though. They usually like, they're like, she's like this person, and then like they show the newspaper to them like, no way, you're bullshitting, and then it like cuts and you're like, why couldn't you tell me? I'm actually glad that they told me because it's like, I'm
happy. And I think that's why she was brought back into the Seven so easily without it going through Homelander, but they like were like, yeah, bring Liberty back, bring the bitch back, give her a new name.
I'm gonna tell comic book stuff so much.
LOL.
Oh my god. So can I tell the original what's the name before they changed them? Stormfront.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm not gonna give too much away, but Stormfront originally was the first Homelander.
Yep.
Stormfront was the first Homelander. He was like their front runner because in the comic books, Homelander Stormfront was a man, but Stormfront was a Nazi. Stormfront was literally made from Nazi scientists before
Froze again.
Before they use that.
But Greg, I hear him fine, so it might just be you.
Yeah.
It's my laptop.
Okay.
But that's what they said. They said, he even said when he was explaining to Homelander, he said, you think we're a superhero company. We're a pharmaceutical company, number one.
Yeah.
And he had already developed, some portion of the, the drug. And that's how we got super soldiers. And I was like, oh, look, it's, what is it? When they said that, I said, oh, Captain America. I thought, of course, me thinking good. And now we see, was it Stormfront is the person who we developed first?
Yeah, so Stormfront was the original. That was like their front runner. And the reason why the creator of the show said that he wanted to make Stormfront a woman, he said because Stormfront's supposed to be Homelander's enemy. And which better way to have an enemy for Homelander than a woman with power? Yep,
because that's like his, and in some ways, I won't say that's his kryptonite, but that's like his go-to. That's what he loves.
He loves to control women. The women is the most like we see him control the men, but we see how he are with women. You see what he did with Queen Maeve. He killed a guy that flirted with her.
Not just killed a guy who flirt with her, and then exposed her sexuality, which is wrong. And by the way, you can't out
her on the fucking news.
You can't out nobody.
Yo, he's really ready to punch her in her fucking face after. He's like, I'm tired of the lies. I'm up here with it. But wait, when he was talking to fucking A-Train in the Deep, he never even raised his voice. But he was ready to punch her in the fucking face.
Yeah.
You see how he do with women. With women, he's controlling and abusive. With men, he's more manipulative. He's like, he's like, "Oh, come here, buddy. We're friends and stuff like that." That's how he is with the guys. Like tries to appeal to please them and make them say that they're friends. But with women, he's like he's put his foot down.
He
like
put his foot down because he did the same thing in the elevator with Starlight.
Starlight fucking stabbed the shit out of her with his hand.
Oh my god, that was crazy. And then my girl Homefront killing all the people in the apartment building was the worst. That was
Homefront.
Whatever. The same person. They're together. Homefront.
Hell yeah.
Stormfront. Yeah, she killed all them people.
And then blamed it on the dude.
Yes, man.
That solidified it being Liberty for me. I'm like, yo, she racist as shit.
Yes.
She's just like what is she any different from what Homelander does?
Yeah, with the airplane.
Not with the airplane.
There was some logic in there.
Not just with the airplane.
No.
He said, "Why
I can't fly everybody out? You'll talk."
He said I could. He said he didn't want to. He said make 130 trips. No.
He could have figured something out.
And no, not just that. With the gunman, remember they had that the shooter gunman, and he took his heart and like squeezed it. He said, "Oh, you know the drill." He shot at us first. There was no need to kill him. He was subdued.
I'm good.
He could the airplane. First of all, the airplane going to crash was his fault in the first place because he's so trigger happy with his eyes. He always got to use those lasers. He literally destroyed the machine. I mean, the controller for the airplane. That's why the airplane crashed. If he would have just punched the guy,
right, instead of using his laser eyes, like you didn't have to do that. Like you could have killed him still. You just have to kill him that way.
Yes.
With fucking Stormfront said to Starlight, she said, "You're bulletproof. What are you scared of?" I'm like, damn, that is kind of true.
She's scared of Homelander. That's what she's scared of.
No shit.
But she tells Huey that
against them. But she means speaking out against the
Bot.
company.
Bot.
Bot. Which
the fuck are they gonna do? Shoot you?
Send Homelander.
Yes, they're going to send Homelander, or they're going to send someone else that's superpowered to take her out.
Look, at that point, you just gotta have super abs because you have super strength. You have to just get that durability up, dog. You ain't gonna just shank me with your fucking hand. I ain't going out like no bitch. You gonna have to work for this murder.
But he pushed that baby off the roof. Like I knew it was coming. I saw it coming. But he had to push that baby off the roof.
That shit was funny. He said, "Dad, I don't know about this. Oh,
you called
me dad, Bush." I fucking died, yo.
And he was like, he said, "Don't come back." And he was like, "I'll see you later." I'm like, yo, you are sick. Like you're really sick.
Absolutely sick.
Because he definitely said, like, he was ready to fight you.
Oh, but back to what I was saying about Butcher. I was like, Butcher was kind of right though. Like to lie to her, because it's like, yes, he's gonna try and get rid of the kid, but he's right. He is their asset. He's the first natural born hero. So, or soup. So it's like, that's an asset they're not just gonna let go away.
Mm-hmm.
Property.
Yeah.
And that's why, that's why they gave her the deal that they gave her. You'll never have to see Homelander. Well, you got to raise him in private, but you can have your kid and can be with your kid. But also, I think the only reason why they let her stay is because they saw the effects of not having a mother around and what it did to Homelander. Yes. And they just want to do Homelander better.
Yes, they want.
That's why they're giving him
better version of Homelander.
Yep, and that's why they're giving him, because Homelander complained a bunch of times. He's like, by this age, I could throw a bit, I could fly, I could do this, I could do that. And she was like, well, I'm raising him to be normal, which I think is going to be better off for the kid anyway, because he's already,
Homelander.
Yeah, but he's already catching some of the bullshit that Homelander says, and he's like, no, that's wrong, and that's not right. And he's like, we're gods, we can do whatever we want. And he's like, yeah, but that's still not cool. And he's like, no, Homelander shakes it off. He's just like, whatever. But this kid got a little bit of common sense, thank God. Because he was like, why are you teaching him Spanish? And he's like, she's like, he racist. Right, he racist. He's like, why?
He said, what is this? What is that?
I'm like, because some child could be cultured and know something. Damn. Just because he's a god don't mean he gotta be an idiot.
What he did to that fucking blind guy is fucking crazy.
Oh my god.
How do you make someone Helen Keller?
He said,
so what will happen if someone just goes, I'm like, oh shit.
Said you tried to get a cripple? He is a horrible person, man.
He is a horrible person. He's horrible. And it's funny how, like, as soon as he said, I control who comes in the 7, the next day, yeah, so new person in the 7? I was like,
nothing.
damn.
You don't control anything.
So, does that mean he was letting Doppelganger suck his dick?
Yeah. He was sleeping with Doppelganger, which is
That's weird.
That's gay.
Yeah.
Yo saying, and it's not even gay because it's you sucking your dick. I was like, wait a minute. But it's not me. It's you. You're not me. You just look like me.
You just look like
Doppelganger is so creepy. Gecko is creepy too.
Gecko is creepy.
Yo said, you want to cut off my dick for $1,000?
I said, what?
Gecko
Where's the nearest ATM? What, nigga? What?
Gecko's a creep. Falcon, I don't trust either. Whatever his name is. The black guy.
Mm-hmm.
With the church.
Yep.
Yeah.
The
He's up to something.
Yeah. They want to end. That's what they want. They want to end on the 7. They want one of their own people that's in the church in the 7.
But
so,
why?
I don't know.
That's the question. Right. That's what I want to know.
They
why?
want to take over. They want more of an influence.
Yeah, but I'm happy that it's helping, the deep. Like,
I'm happy that it's making.
But that scene with him and his gills, hilarious.
Gross.
They started singing to him.
Yeah,
they was singing to him.
Yes, I can't
body shaming.
I can't stand those gills, and I don't want to see them again. Please stop.
Because they look like real gills. They got the
That's gotta be fucked up. You say, yeah, I want to get my kids some superpowers. Give me that check and give me those powers. And then in a few weeks, your baby just grows some nasty ass gills. I want my money back.
I agree. But that scene, I actually could not watch that scene where the girl was playing with herself and playing in his gills. I couldn't watch it. I thought that shit was disgusting. I looked away. I was like, that is so.
A lot of people said they couldn't watch that scene. Like they're like, yo, it was too fucking real.
I text y'all what that one person put on Reddit.
Yeah, he was saying it was too real, but I loved it. I'm like, wait, what?
No,
I could not watch it. It was
and
gross.
she was like really,
it definitely made me feel uncomfortable.
He was like in pain, like you could see he was uncomfortable. I was like, oh my god, stop.
That made me feel like you ever watch Last House on the Left?
I did.
I watch a lot of horror movies.
We watched Last House on the Left not too long ago.
The rape scene.
The rape scene, that was hard to watch.
I could not watch that either. That was very hard.
It was so hard.
Y'all never seen I Spit on Your Grave?
You heard when he was sitting. No, I love the revenge part of I Spit on Your Grave, especially awesome. Where she put the gun in his butt.
That was one when she put the gun in his ass.
I don't know. Whichever one she put the gun in his butt. That's my favorite part.
Yes, I love that movie.
The revenge in those movies were so good. I watched the revenge part with Dad once. He was like, "No, you gotta watch the whole movie, otherwise you don't get why she's doing each thing to each person."
Yep.
It was hard. I had to definitely take a seat afterwards. That movie.
But it was so unique how she came up with the revenges.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was just so hard to watch that scene. Like I was like, this is disgusting, and she is getting off. Like she really got off, and then just left.
I was wondering what was her.
That made me feel so dirty.
I was watching. I was like, what is?
I feel dirty now.
So does she go to the fish market and do this? I don't understand. What is her fetish?
Right. Like how was she getting this off before?
I feel like she just went to the fish market. Found some cut open fish and would just be like,
put her fingers in the gills.
This is what the deep's gills feel like. Just got her shit off.
So gross.
No, that scene definitely, thinking about it now, just makes me feel dirty.
And then Homelander's so horrible. Right after he gets over his gills problem, Homelander says, "Hey, buddy, you ripped your suit. Your gills are showing. It's gross."
Yeah.
I said, "Damn."
He looked like he was about to cry.
He did. He looked like a hurt puppy.
They chose really good actors for all these positions. I haven't seen bad acting yet here.
Oh my god, so good.
I haven't either.
Good. I love this show. I love where it's going, and I can't wait to see where it goes. I can't wait.
I'm saying they're gonna get 6 seasons.
Yeah, 6 seasons. That's it. Don't overdo it.
Yes, please don't overdo it.
I hate when they overdo TV shows, and that was a thing for years. Like, okay, this show is over. Let it end.
Yeah, let it end.
Supernatural, definitely.
Vampire Diaries did the same thing.
Supernatural has been over. Walking Dead has been over.
They just ended. Or season 11 is where they're gonna end it.
It was over. I was like, okay.
Fucking Daryl and Negan are friends.
Because Vampire Diaries did the same thing. Even the main character, she was like, all right, I'm over this shit. And so they put her in a coma and did 2 more seasons. I said, why didn't you just...
Shameless.
Like,
Shameless is the same way.
Shameless is going too long.
I love Shameless. It's hilarious, but y'all can make up something new that's different. That's funny. Well, like we can do something that.
Can we slide in another show review because I just finished it? Did y'all watch P Valley?
No,
I have not watched P Valley, but they said Joe Budden says it's good. So.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Watch it. Down in the valleys where the hoes get naked. If you throw them fast, then the money's gonna shake it. 1, 2, break up. It's the theme song. The opening song is great.
Okay, I'll give it a watch. Maybe.
Please give it a watch. It's about a lot. It's of course a bunch of different stories, but it takes place in a strip club. In like this random strip club in Mississippi. It's called like the strip club is called Pink, and they call it, the area where it is, they call it Pussy Valley. So but it's really good. It talks about like the strippers, the owner, Uncle Ruckus is everything. So I suggest you watch it. So you know you guys didn't watch it, you should watch it. Just watch one episode and I promise you'll be hooked. And it's a quick season though, because it's like the first season ever. It's only 4 episodes. 8 episodes. So it's a quick watch. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, we get you.
Okay.
I'll check it out.
What else am I watching? I'm not
On
watching.
your laptop.
There you go. You're here.
I was saying, I'll give it a listen. A watch, all that. But yeah, I love The Boys. That show's fucking dope. Like,
it's fun.
I tell everybody, like, yo, it's a hard show to watch at times. Like, not because it's bad, but because it gets a little too real.
Yeah.
They were like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "If you have been sexually assaulted anyway, you might get triggered at about 3 parts of this show."
They put the disclaimer up there, like, yeah, you will.
What they did,
but that's the thing. That's what happens in life. That shit's real, though.
Pop Claw was messed up. What he did to Pop Claw,
killing his girlfriend with hella heroin.
Yeah, he killed her, and they're gonna blame Huey.
He blamed Huey the whole time. You killed my girlfriend. No, my nigga.
you killed her. You gonna have to live with that. You're going to deal with that.
6 things of heroin, 6 needles at once. You fucking.
Yeah, 6 needles at
once. Yo said the needles went in so hard they shattered some of her bones. I wonder how that happened.
I want to see how he handled Shockwave. What is he gonna do now that they're kicking him out to 7 and putting Shockwave in?
Try and join the boys, but not be on the boys, and then have a heart attack because that nigga heart running out.
He's gonna have a heart attack.
I think he's gonna go to Starlight and ask for her help. That's what I think, to get back in there.
That nigga's ticker ain't working right. He done. Game.
That's because
how you a speedster and your heart don't work right?
Because he was doing drugs.
Right.
Stop doing drugs.
Shooting up that, what's the name? The Compound V. He overloaded his body too much.
Yeah, he kept doing it.
His brother kept warning him. He's like, dude, he was like, you need to quit that shit. He's like, I'm off of it. I'm off. He was like, he said, you healed your leg overnight. You're not off of it.
Right.
Hell yeah. Nigga, you on that shit. You're in it.
But to wrap it up today, what time is it?
Yep.
Because 4.
Taj is over. Taj wants to go outside and ride his motorcycle one more time.
Let's have fun with Taj, man. Did y'all watch movies last night?
We did watch movies. We let Taj pick the movies because no one ever comes over for movie night. My mother asked me, she said, "Why?" She said, "Who's coming over?" I said, "Nobody."
I wanted to come over, but I was exhausted. I slept from 7 to 2.
We went to Joy's friend's house.
And then I got up.
I wait too late. I told everybody the day after the cookout, like, yo,
yeah, he told us last week. But I knew I wasn't going to go after that.
All right, so look, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the range on Saturday. Let's do Friday afternoon, actually. That would be better.
Okay, I don't think I'm doing anything.
I'm gonna say let's do Friday afternoon range.
Run it by everybody.
And then after we do range, we can just watch movies.
That works for me. That sounds like a plan.
That works for me too. But yeah,
all right.
It was a nice weekend. I found
I'm supposed to announce. I'm having a game night on Sunday.
A game night.
You guys don't have to come, but because I know I live far. But it's to watch the games and like do a game night. So I'll have the games on, pizza, drinks, play some games, that kind of vibe.
Are you going to mom's house tonight?
Yeah, I gotta take the chairs back. I just haven't decided what time I'm going.
Well, me and Joy are gonna go there and we're getting crab cakes.
Oh, what time y'all going?
Like 5-6. I'm gonna clean up the house first.
5-6. Well, text me like before you leave, and then I'll leave out then.
You get to see my car.
I do get to see your car.
TJ, got anything else to end on?
No.
I guess not. Or did he mute himself?
He might have muted himself.
Hello?
Yeah.
Just trying to say hi to y'all. Y'all hear him?
No.
Who?
Tosh.
Hi.
Hi.
That's fun.
That's fun. Oh, there it is.
All right, so we're gonna wrap up this episode of the Be More Nerdy podcast. I know y'all love hearing our voices, but we do got shit to do with our day. So with that, I'm Galaxy Greg, your host, and you can follow me on my socials: IG, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. I stream. I'm starting to get back into streaming because this week has been crazy. But I'm streaming the Marvel's game and Samurai Jack. I'm probably gonna beat Samurai Jack sometime this week. It's pretty dope. Marvel's game, gonna beat that. Pretty dope too. Nothing new coming out of my pockets right now, but yeah, stay tuned. We got a bunch of guests coming on the show. Make sure to follow the podcast at Be More Nerdy at Twitter and Instagram. We need to start uploading things of like us more often, or just uploading pictures more than just our posts. You know, have a personality.
I can do that.
Go on, IG director. That's your job.
I got it.
All right, but yeah, that's all I got to say. Next week I don't know which one of our guests are coming on. We'll organize that sometime this week and maybe make a post about it so that you guys can have a heads up on what the episode's going to be about. But we got a bunch of guests lined up, and I'm excited for what comes next. So that's all I got.
Alrighty, so I'm your girl Diva XOXO. You can follow me on Instagram at always_the_diva. As always, just want to give a shout out to our boy Niles for all our music. You can follow him on all DSPs at Millatron. So I don't have any announcements either. Just my normal self. So DJ T Jones.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for checking out. And I hope you guys continue to listen. Please, if you have any show ideas you guys want us to talk about, you want us to have more about the boys, because I got way more to talk about. I could not talk about that. I did not want to spoil anything. Can you hear me?
Yeah, she was just being loud.
Okay. You can find me on all social medias as timeless_T Jones, and I've had a great time speaking with Greg and Diva today. My man Taj here, say hi. Catch you next time.
All right, always a great time. Oh yeah, I forgot one piece of news not news, but one great thing that happened. I convinced Dee to come on for an episode. So yeah.
Yay!
That's another guess, but I don't know when he's doing that because we have so many guests lined up. But it's been a great pod. Thanks for listening in and letting us talk about the boys with you guys and nerding out with us. But as always, I'm Galaxy Greg and Space Awaits. Peace.
Bye, little dummies.